Yo, this ain't just management. This is culture, curated, legacy legislated. Down by law, we don't follow trends. We file patterns. Let's go. Turn from me, we down by law. Dripping vision and couture. Crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you build from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design this shore. I move like a mogul, think like a rebel. Suits tailored fly, but I rose from the ghetto. Blueprint mental, pockets essential. Every artist I touch get credentials. From Hollis to Flames to the world stage dreams. I coach kings, cut deals in the seams. Fashion and flow, I'm threading the theme. Down by law, where grind meets gleam. They tried to box us in, we broke the frame. Management ain't changed, we free the game. Signed with a team, got the game on smash. From the pain to the fame, I'm built to last. Independent soul, but the structure's tight. DBO the fam, not a future bright. Contracts clean, mind on equity. What's the deal if it don't protect legacy? Streetwear steez with a law firm mind. Down by law, we ahead of our time. We down by law, dripping vision and couture. Crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you build from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design the shore.
From strategy to style, we raise the bar. This ain't just the management, it's down by law.
Yo, peace. Welcome back to Thigh Dream Hustle Podcast. It's your guy, DJ Universe, broadcasting straight out of Florida, but still got those Midwest roots in my blood. Today, I want to dive into the story of an artist who's the real blueprint for doing things your own way. Hopsin. I mean, Marcus Jamal Hopsin, if we keep it government. This dude didn't wait for the industry to roll out a red carpet. While everybody else was busy chasing whatever was trending, he was dropping these wild, aggressive, sometimes uncomfortable truths with the Ill Mind series. Man Ill Mind of Hopsin 5 changed the game. He mixed social critique, gritty lyricism, and this kind of vulnerable edge you rarely see from anybody, let alone someone coming up out the independent lane. But what struck me most, and what honestly echoes our own grind here at Down by Law, is that Hopsin built everything from scratch. No industry handouts, no waiting for validation. He showed real talk that sometimes you gotta reject the whole industry playbook just to create something that's actually yours. That do-it-yourself attitude, that willingness to own your lane, it's exactly the mindset I had to develop when I started Down by Law Management. Sometimes you gotta look at what everybody else is doing and go in the opposite direction, even if it makes you a target. And, we talked about Tech Nine and strange music last episode. Hopsin was on a kind of similar mission. Be independent, be raw, and make the industry recognize you on your own terms. It all started with self-belief, a willingness to air out pain, and a refusal to water anything down for anybody. So Hopsin teamed up with Dame Ritter and built Funk Volume, right? The whole idea was control. Control over your music, your image, your entire story. Funk Volume was about artist empowerment long before everyone tried to make that the buzzword. Every artist on the roster had a voice, and not in that industry plant, put you in a box kind of way. I'm talking, say what needs to be said, sound how you need to sound realness. And that's something we do at Down by Law too. Take Mayhem, Dangerous Zygos, and honestly, almost anybody on our roster, they're carving out their path, building brands that ain't chasing viral moments or fake cosigns. What we're doing is helping our artists find their voice, nurture it, and use it to lead a whole movement. No clout chase, just straight movement building. I think back to when Mayhem first pushed for control over his visuals and creative direction. Now cats hit me up like, yo, how did he land that kind of rollout? Simple. We let him own his lane. That's the real value of these DIY labels. You get to skip the industry games and focus on growth, creative risk, and long-term legacy instead of jumping trend to trend. It's honestly like the independent renaissance out here, man. And, I might be rambling, but the point is, just like Funk Volume shifted the paradigm in their lane, Down by Law's out here putting power back in the hands of artists who never fit that mainstream mold. Let's get into why all this hits so deep. Hopsin's music, man, it's pain in 808s. He pulls straight from everything: mental health struggles, betrayals, family drama, all that gets splattered into his lyrics. A lot of folks talk about pain in hip-hop, but with Hopsin, it don't come off as performative. Like, listen to Illmind 5 again, that's some raw honesty. It's uncomfortable, but it's relatable. That's why the fans never left him, in my opinion. And that's why artists gotta stop being scared about telling the real story. At Down by Law, we actually put a premium on that kind of honesty. I mean, look at Mayhem. When he jumped on tracks talking about his own legacy, loyalty, losing friends, and fighting off fake energy, that set the tone for our whole roster. The truth is, and I tell all my artists this, vulnerability ain't weakness. It's the badge that lets folks know you're human. There was even a point, wow, let me try to remember. Maybe when Mayhem did his first headline show, some fan jumped on Instagram after and sent him this message about how his story gave them hope to get through their own family drama. That's impact. So, yeah, the power of pain, of showing the ugly parts. That's the foundation, not just for Hopsin's career, but for any independent artist trying to make a mark today. Now, let's talk about setbacks. Hopsin and Dame Ritter, their public split imploded Funk Volume. I mean, it was wild, played out almost like a social media soap opera, and a lot of folks thought that was going to be the end for Hopsin. But instead of folding, he doubles down, he goes solo, builds Undercover Prodigy, and turns industry exile into rocket fuel. That's independence at its messiest and most honest, honestly. I relate, man. I've tried to build from scraps more times than I want to admit. There was a stretch, this is, 2021, our main studio gets shut down, and instead of quitting, I bought a beat-up Winnebago and rebuilt Down by Law out the back of that. Rain leaking, battery dying, fuses popping. But look, sometimes grinding out the back of a Winnebago is the closest you get to freedom. I see that same fire in Hopsin. After the industry beef, he didn't need permission. He just built his own table and kept pushing, refusing to let one chapter dictate the next. For all the artists listening, that's the real. You bet on yourself, even when all you've got left is $1 and a cracked laptop. The journey ain't supposed to be pretty. So, there's folks out there who clown Hopsin, call him a gimmick cause of those white contacts, wild visuals, and sometimes wild lyrics, but, the dude is not random. That's all calculated. He's got this blueprint in his mind. Every visual, every piece of shock, it's got a reason. It's all about cutting through the noise and getting you to look deeper. We do some of that here too. I mean, look, the plugged-in digital tour, dropping AI-driven mixtapes, the whole Soul Legacy shoe drops. People might look at the branding and think, we're just chasing attention, but there's a strategy to all of it. The point isn't cheap hype. It's about planting yourself in the minds of people, making them curious, then delivering real substance. That's the same playbook Hopsin runs. Draw them in with the visuals, keep them with the message. Like if you're trying to build something that stands out, you gotta get bold sometimes, not for shock's sake, but because the world stops scrolling for what's different. Might sound corny, but calculated risk is how indies build legacy. This brings me to the narrative. Hopsin don't let nobody tell his story for him. Illmind 5 is a perfect example. He goes direct at the industry, at consumers, at anyone who's about that fake life. No radio middlemen, no PR filter, just raw truth, uncut. Over here at Down by Law, we took a similar approach. Whether it's Mayhem calling out clout culture in his album Natural, or artists firing off lines on Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, the platform is ours. Period. We cut out gatekeepers whenever we can. Quick story. Actually, the first time a complete stranger DM'd me on Instagram saying a freestyle session changed the way they see indie artists, that's when it clicked. Owning your narrative, it ain't just marketing. It's bigger than streams. It's about truth, authenticity, and building a direct lifeline to the real ones who support you. Jellypod, YouTube live streams, as well as DM feedback. That stuff is power. Like, literally, controlling your voice is controlling your destiny as an artist. No compromises, no censorship. That's how you build something that lasts past algorithms. So, where we at now? Hopsin showed everybody, you don't need industry cosigns to make this work. The grind, the vision, your story, that's enough if you're relentless. For DBLM and everyone on this dream hustle, it's about plotting bigger, not asking for validation. We got the Plugged In Tour coming at you every first Saturday of the month. Mayhem's Natural album is getting even more buzz, and all these wild projects for 2026. All bets are off, man. The future is independent, period. So if you're still listening, here's your call to action. Take your pain, your hustle, your 1 in a million story, and use it to build legacy. Don't wait for gatekeepers. Don't fold under pressure. The road is going to be rough, but if Hopsin, me, and everyone at Down by Law can do it, so can you. I want y'all to keep pushing until next time, 'cause this hustle don't ever really stop. It just evolves. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and one love. Peace.
Triple HL. Triple HL, we the light in the veil, leaf full of legends that be breaking the spell. Down by law, yeah, the mission prevail. Mic in my fist like I'm swinging for braille. Triple H, yeah, this ain't fiction to tell. Real is rising, we ain't built to derail. Every rhyme coded like a message in braille. It's that call to the lost from the ones who won't fail. Let's go. They call me DJU, not just spinning the wax. I architect this while I'm flipping the facts. League of my own, but I'm never detached. Triple HL and the cape stay strapped. Started with a vision, now we building a pack. Mayhem brought the fires, eye goes brought the axe. Calvin see the world with that bling well tech. And universe been beats like time collapse. This ain't no gimmick, this is purpose and growth. Bar for bar, I baptize quotes. Move like monks with a message they want. In the game full of clout, I still aim for the soul. Let me break it down, mayhem. Move militant chaos to clarity. Right with a blade, got verse for disparity. Used to be wild, now we channel that energy. Script for the youth like a verbal therapy. Then there's Zygos, dangerous by name and by practice. Raps like revolutions, wisdom on axis. Move through the matrix when knowledge is atlas. Freeing all minds from the corporate distractions. Calvin bling well. Style sharp as a lens. Turn pain into portraits with a pad and a pen. See the light in the struggle, got a gift to ascend. He don't just see through, we see where it been. Then there's DJ Universe, turntables cosmic. Crack open rhythms like the vinyl's a prophet. From the loop to the stars, he connecting the logic. Dropping jewels in the static while the bassline knocking, yeah. This the Hero League, not a rap click gimmick. Every track laid down like a vow, no limit. Legacy's the mission, ain't no fame in the sentence. We make conscious kinetic, not passive or steady here. I seen system fail, but the spirit stay floating. Took trauma and wrote it, now the anthem stay quoting. Triple HL, we the force that's awoken.
Spoke for the voiceless, now the silence is broken. Every bar blueprint, every rhyme is a key. From the cypher to the streets, we designing the free. No saviors, just builders laying bricks on the beat. To the youth, write their names where the legends repeat. Triple H, yeah. We the light in the veil, leaf full of legends that be breaking the spell. Down by law, yeah, the mission prevails. Mic in my fist like I'm swinging for bread. Triple H, yo, this ain't fiction to tell. Real ones rising, we ain't built to derail. Yeah. Every rhyme coded like a message in braille. This that call to the lost from the ones who won't fail. Triple H, yo. Triple H, this ain't fiction to tell.